Cameraman, wow, looks like it's definitely lining up. This isn't snaking bad. This would definitely be a good time-lapse video to get. Hi, would you like to be interviewed? All right, well, it looks like we got an interview then. Okay, so
Is it okay if I hold my banner?
Please hold your banner, absolutely. We're Right Side Broadcasting Network, and we just want to get to know a little bit about you and what brought you out here today. So to start with, what's your name and where are you from?
So my name's Arturo Perez. I'm originally from Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico. And I live here in New Mexico, and I'm a Trump supporter, and I'm not afraid to say that. And I have family who are standing in line waiting to get their green cards and become citizens, and they're being jumped over by, refugees. It's okay if we're trying to help people, but we need to make sure that everything's done correctly.
So when did you immigrate from Chihuahua, Mexico?
In 1986.
And what was the reason behind that, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, that was my mom bringing me out here for a better life. You know, she was a struggling single mother, and she brought me here, and I got educated through the United States, and I went back to Mexico and studied back in Mexico for a while, and then came back and got my citizenship here.
And your sign right now, it says legal immigrants for Trump, hashtag Mexican Ospado Trump.
Mexicanos para Trump.
Mexicans for Trump. Got it. Mexicanos para Trump. That took me a moment. I might look Hispanic, but the Spanish just isn't there. And your shirt says Latinos for Trump.
My hat says that.
Your hat says that.
My shirt is a campaign shirt, but the message to the Hispanic community for me is vote with your minds and not your heart, and don't believe the rhetoric that they're trying to tell you about getting everything for free. You know, I've lived here long enough to know that not everything's for free. I mean, there's certain things that you get for free, but after you buy a certain amount, then they give you something for free.
So if I were to ask mainstream media, a lot of them would say people like you and a legal immigrant for Trump, they just don't exist. They like to spin the narrative that President Trump is not for immigrants. What do you have to say to people who actually believe that lie?
I'm the unicorn. I'm here. I've been captured. And it's true. Trump, it's not about the person. It's about the policies. And we have to believe in the policies and what's right for people. And this rhetoric about him being a racist and all the white supremacist stuff, I don't believe it. I don't see it. It's not what I'm seeing. And my eyes are open. But most of all, my mind is open.
Which of President Trump's policies stand out to you the furthest that you support? Because you mentioned it's about the policies, not the lies. So what is it about President Trump that makes you so passionate to come out with a hat, a shirt, a sign, a pin, the American flag?
Well, definitely the immigration issue, because I have family who are waiting in line. Definitely the health care issue. And you know what? My wallet. I'm getting paid as an immigrant coming from Mexico. I've worked very hard and to get where I'm at. And I'm making probably about the most I've ever made. And I'm very proud of this country. I'm proud to be here, and I'm proud to support my servicemen and my president.
Thank you so much. Well, we're so proud to have you here in the United States, and we hope that you love it here today and you have a great rally. What are you most looking forward to seeing today?
The president. I want to see I already see the enthusiasm. I want to see the atmosphere, and I'm caught up in the theater of it, and I want to see the president speak.
Do you think it's possible that New Mexico will go red for 2020?
Anything is possible. A Mexican coming from Mexico and becoming a citizen and voting for Trump. What do you think?
All right, amen to that. God bless. Have a great day. Love that interview. Thank you so much. We're going to keep moving on, and we're going to show these crowds a little bit more. So that was a really great interview. Like he said, he's a unicorn out here, and anything is possible. He is a legal immigrant who came from Mexico, and he came and voted for... Hi! Would any of y'all be okay talking on air?
Oh, yes. Get over here.
All right. I'm gonna make someone do it. So we actually were eating breakfast earlier. We made some friends with veterans who are at the cafe. We got to talk to them just briefly. I told them that if I saw them in person at the rally later, I was gonna come and get them. So looks like you're the lucky one.
I'll four.
All right.
He's the speaker, though.
It'll be fine. Okay. So what are y'all's names and where are you from?
My name is Martin. I'm from Peralta, the other side of Albuquerque, south of Albuquerque.
Very nice.
Roy Varela from Pecos, New Mexico.
And you?
Diego Quintana, Pecos, New Mexico.
Very cool. And have y'all always lived in New Mexico?
Yes.
And your hat, of course, that's what caught my attention earlier. I did stop and thank you for your service. It's a Vietnam veteran hat. Would you mind just telling me and everyone a little bit about the time you spent serving?
Well, I went in back in 67, 68. I was aboard an aircraft carrier. We were in the Tonkin Gulf, north and south. Spent 2 tours there. And military, really, we benefit by being in the military.
Very nice. Do you think that President Trump has stood out with his strength? He's spoken a lot about veterans, the VA, and how he plans to really help you guys when it comes to being able to find a doctor, the lines in the VA. He's kind of finding a way to bypass that. Have you been able to notice any change in the healthcare and the services y'all are able to get in New Mexico?
Well, I personally haven't because I don't use the VA. I try not to be sick, in other words.
I try to.
So health-wise, I'm okay. So I use the VA very little, but I think he has helped us. I don't think, I know he's helped the VA or the military a lot.
So what is it about President Trump? Y'all were out here early. You guys are some of the first in line, even though the line is huge. Believe it or not, it's going to get much bigger. What is it about President Trump that made you want to come out here and stand in line for so many hours?
He stands up for the American people. He stands for us, and he cares about the American people and their policies.
Policies, and he cares for the military. You know, nobody's done for the military like he has. You know, I'm a Vietnam veteran. I was in Vietnam in 1968. I was with the 4th Infantry, and you're welcome.
I can't imagine.
But I appreciate everything that the VA does for us. I use the VA 100%, and I have no complaints for the VA. As far as I'm concerned, they treat us like we should be treated, you know, so I really appreciate it, what they do for us.
Do you think it's possible for New Mexico to go red in 2020?
That would be great, but it's hard to tell. There's a lot of liberals here, so I don't know.
Yeah. The news is reporting that this is the largest event that has ever taken place in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. What does it mean to you to have the sitting president of the United States coming here? I mean, it's a very blue state as far as 2016 went, so some could say it's almost a waste of President Trump's time, but for him it's not. It's an uphill battle, and he's willing to fight, and I would assume it would mean a lot to those who live here who might not have been able to see him before, but to you, does it mean anything special to have him come?
Sure, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the President of the United States and a president that's actually doing something for the country, you know. Too many years we've had politicians go in there and it's the same old story. Doesn't matter if he's Republican or a Democrat, and people don't understand why he won. You know, he's not a politician. He's a businessman, and he knows what he's doing, whether it's foreign or whatever he's doing for the country. And
and it's an honor, I think, for him to come to New Mexico, a little state. The population ain't that much, but I'm glad to be here, and I hope he wins.
Thank you. And I've left you out a little bit, but I didn't mean to. So what does it mean to you to have this sitting president of the United States come to New Mexico?
This is the first for me, and I'm truly honored and excited to see a U.S. president in person.
Will this be your first time?
First time.
Very
Yes.
cool. Well, I hope you guys get a great spot. Do you have something you'd like to say?
Yes, the reason why I'm a Trump supporter, because everybody in the United States have an opportunity to get ahead if they want to work for it. And that's the reason why I'm here.
And where are you from?
I'm from Farmington, New Mexico. I'm a Navajo from the Four Corners there.
Oh, wow, incredible. So what is it about President Trump, besides just him showing that, you know, anybody can do it if you work hard? What is it that made you want to come and stand in line today? Are any of his policies in particular standing out to you?
Because I just support him because of that reason. One of the reasons I have a lot of reasons, but I'll be here all day.
Fine, me too. That's the plan. I'll be here all day.
Oh, okay. Another reason why I'm supporting him is because, like I said, a lot of people said that as long as you work for it, work hard, you get rewarded for it. And then a lot of times too, my daughter, she's going to school at University of Utah here, and she's working 2 jobs so she can go to school and get her master's degree in accounting.
Wow.
So anybody who wants to get ahead, they can do it, but they got to work for it. And she knows a lot of friends that go to school, they have 2 or 3 jobs to go to college. probably just like you did. You probably worked too.
Oh, I think I had 3 at all times during college.
Yes. So that's why I'm here too, representing my daughter that goes to school here.
Utah State, Dad, I love it. You're a great father. And the back says, Navajo Rancher for Trump. That is awesome. It's such a pleasure.
And I work 7 days a week also. And that's why I'm a strong supporter of Trump.
Well, we're so glad to have you here. So thank you for coming out. We appreciate your interview and time. I will hand. Oh, sorry, 1 second. We're totally live. We don't edit anything. And normally I have the rest of my team here with me. This is my name. Do you have a Bright Side Broadcasting? This is my card.
Oh, okay.
But we're with Bright Side Broadcast Network. We're live right now. We're actually live on Diamond and Silk's YouTube channel. So they're very good friends with the president, and we're really honored to partner with them. So check us out on YouTube. Search Diamond and Silk, and you'll actually see your interview live.
Another thing too. If a lot of times if we get picked for jury duty, we'll either get fined or thrown in jail. And then when these immigrants come across the border, they get rewarded for it. It don't make sense.
We need our own sanctuary cities sometimes, right? Thank you guys so much. Hi, how are y'all?
Fabulous.
Would you be interested in doing a quick interview?
I'd be happy to.
Both of y'all?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. I have 2 beautiful women out here. I'm going to assume they're women for Trump. Is that correct?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, awesome. So what's y'all's names and where are you from?
I'm Giovanna Cardinelli, and this is my daughter, Anna Maria.
Beautiful names. Oh my goodness. Okay, what nationality is those names? It's almost Italian, Giovanna, right?
I'm Sicilian, and Anna Maria is Spanish and Sicilian.
Okay, lucky ladies. What beautiful ethnicities and heritage. So what is it about President Trump that made y'all want to come out here and get in line so early?
Well, we're really very Catholic and pro-life, and this is the most important issue for us. Nothing else matters if you're not alive, and we want to fight human trafficking and support pro-life.
Yeah. You can't trust a candidate to defend any of your other rights if they won't defend your right to be your right to be alive. So that's why we're here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's very true. Yeah. President Trump and Mike Pence have worked so hard and spoken out so much against Planned Parenthood and for the right to live. Is this y'all's first time being able to see them in person?
Yes, it is, and we're really excited to show our support because we don't think there's a more important issue than that.
Do you think that you are an outlier when it comes to New Mexico in general? Like, do you think New Mexico is going to be able to go red for 2020?
It's a real concern, and so we have to work really hard.
Are there a lot of, I'm not sure with New Mexico, but just off the top of my head, are there Planned Parenthood clinics around nearby? Is this a issue?
It's a horrible issue, and they're targeting Hispanics. I don't know, maybe you want to talk
No,
about
that's just what I was about to say. So I'm Hispanic. I'm half mom, half dad. They're in our most needed communities. They target our poorest populations, and it's terrifying. It's eugenics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really kind of truly are the real racists, trying to
correct.
kill off entire populations, offering it to the lowest incomes, saying we'll just do what they do, and it's absolutely awful. Besides coming out and supporting President Trump today, what else do y'all do to kind of fight this situation?
We're pretty active in talking to the legislature, and we do as much little demonstrations as possible. We gave out little toy dolls with toe tags on them saying "Save me," and different things like that.
Everything that we can do.
We try.
Yeah.
Sign petitions, talk to people, show up.
You 2 ladies seem very passionate about this topic. Is that just because of your Catholic faith, or has something inspired you out of a life circumstance to stand for this?
Well, we know that it's a very difficult issue, and we know that a lot of the women, and Anna Maria can address it, that the women that are told to this is the option, they are lied to. It's just horrible the way that they're given a path to their own detriment, and they don't really understand it. And it's one of the bigger issues that the Catholic Church, I think, really needs to address too, is being more supportive and helping these women in the crisis. And there just isn't another way.
I can address it a little bit from my own life circumstance. One of them certainly is that I'm a Catholic, and that educates me. But even if I weren't, I'm a military veteran. I served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and when I did, I was exposed to some of the real horrors of the exploitation of children and human trafficking. And the more I learned about human trafficking, the more I realized it's not an issue that takes place, overseas. It's as prevalent here as it is there. And one of the real ways that it's fueled and encouraged and protected is through the abortion industry in the U.S. So I mean, we're not just killing children. We're also detrimentally harming the young women. They're really children themselves who are victims of this as well. So yeah, the pimps, if you want to call them that, or wherever they bring in the children for the abortion, and they're 12, 13, 14 teenagers, and their parents are unaware, and they're brought by their solicitor, and it's more horrible than you can really understand unless you probe it.
And that's something that the left would absolutely never even want you to imagine or picture or to hear about. So I really thank you ladies for taking this opportunity to speak with us and to bring it to the attention that it rightfully deserves.
Sure, thank you for what you're doing. And you're gorgeous.
So are y'all. So are y'all. I'd love to be Sicilian and Hispanic. Have a great day, ladies. All right, we're going to toss the mic over to Rachel really quickly. Rachel, how's it going?
It's going great. It's awesome out here to see so many wonderful people lined up. The line just keeps getting longer and longer. So we're going to head over here. Over here, someone wants to be interviewed. So we're going to head over. Hi, how's it going? Okay, so we're going to do an interview over here. Can you tell me your name and where you're from?
My name is Aspen Tremblay, and I'm from Santa Fe.
Nice to meet you. So tell me why you're here today. Why do you support the president?
Oh, I just think that his record high stocks and his record low job unemployment rates, those are just amazing. And I think he's just a great president, so I'm here to support him.
Awesome. And how old are you?
I am 16. Today is actually my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Great way to celebrate getting to hear the president speak. How fun. So being young, you hear a lot in the media about how, young voters don't support the president. Do you get any backlash from your friends being a Trump supporter?
Oh, yeah, all the time. At school, just in public. I wear this all the time, and people do double takes and stuff, and they're like, wait, do you like Trump? And I'll say, yeah. And they're like, F you, you're a bad person, stuff like that. So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I hear the same thing, from people that I know. What do you usually say to those people?
I just say, well, I'll pray for you, but can't help you. Can't change your views.
Yeah, for sure. It's the best thing we can do, and is just try and get the truth out there and try and tell people what the president is doing that is great for our country. But yeah, so I love the American flag around around your bag. What inspired you to wear that?
I just had it hanging in my room, and I was like, hey, why not wear this to the Trump rally? Make a great cape.
Yeah, it really does. It's perfect. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us today. I love your hat. That's awesome. Yeah, and it's great to see young people out here supporting the president. So have fun in the rally, and thank you so much. So that was awesome. He was just 16 years old and a Trump supporter. So I think Trump is doing a great job of really speaking to the younger population. And you hear so much in the news these days about how really no young people support the president. And the younger generation is becoming more and more democratic. So it's really great to see people just, as young as 16, high schoolers that are coming out here and supporting the president. We are real news.